So this is how you set up a new file. I'm going to close this. This is how it should look once it's completed, but this is how you would set things up. So I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to upload this video to YouTube for you as well until it's finished. So you're going to go to InDesign. You're going to open InDesign, and you're going to click on New File. And then you're going to click on, you're going to make it however you decide to make it. So if it's going to be 8.5 by 11 page, then we're going to do 8.5 by 11. Make sure you number the pages and that the facing pages is clicked. So if you're going to do 4 pages, you're going to click 4 pages. If you're going to do 8 pages, you're going to click 8 pages. Okay? And you're going to check down here. Make sure everything is right. Make sure your margin is 0.5. Make sure your bleed is 0.125. Okay? So that's how it's supposed to be set up. So your regular setup is 8.5. Your width is 8.5. Your height is 11. Your pages is 8 or 4. However pages you do it, you just have to do it in increments of 4. And make sure facing pages is turned on, starting with page 1. Your columns are 1. You don't change anything there. You don't change the margin as well. 0.5 is perfectly fine. And then you're going to make sure that you open up where it says bleed and slug and make sure it is 0.125. Okay? Now you're going to click create. Once you click create, it should open up. My computer does a little bit slowly. And these are how your pages should be set up. So you're going to see all your pages here. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the main side. Let me go back to the main settings here. And you are going to click File and click Place. Okay? So normally when I save all of the graphics, I save them all in one particular file. This way I don't have to go all over my computer. So I create a file folder for all the graphics after I design it in InDesign and in Photoshop. I create each page separately. So I save each page as the front, the obituary cover, the inside, all of those different pages. I set them up, I name them, and I set them up separately. So you're going to go in here and you're going to look for your cover page. Okay, so this is my cover page, and I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click open. Make sure that it says replace selected item is checked. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to click open. When I click open, you should see your image slightly over here. You're going to click in the right corner where the red is at, and you're going to drag it down. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag it all the way to the bottom. Okay? And this should have been a little bit bigger, but of course this is not the right size for this particular design, but you're doing yours in 8.5 by 11. Okay? So you're going to bring this down, and you're going to make sure that this fits. So all you're doing is making sure this fits on the inside here. So if it's slightly stretched, if you didn't design it correctly, that's the reason why. Always make sure that there is no wording on the outside of these lines here. There's no words on the outside of that perimeter, okay? Because that perimeter will get cut off. That is where your bleed is at. So make sure there's no words in between that perimeter there. All right, and then you're going to do that for each and every page. Once you finish and you go and you click it for each and every page, you're going to come back up here and you're going to click Adobe Pdf Presets, and you're going to do high quality print. Okay? When you click on high quality print, I need you to save it. So if this is I'm just going to do obituary template as the name. And I'm going to click save, right? It's going to bring another box up, which is this box here. You make sure you go to where it says marks and bleeds. Okay? And then click use document bleed settings. Okay? Once you do that, then you can click export. Once you click export, depending on how you have your computer set up, it will open up your PDF file, and it's going to show you the actual file and how everything is. So this is how it is. See, it shows you up here. You have the 1 to 8 pages. Everything is here the way it needs to be. And then you just go ahead and you save your file. Okay? Now, let me go back and do the same thing for the folding cover. Okay, so I'm not saving this. Don't save. All right, so now this is how your folding cover should look. Okay, once it is set up, this is how it should look. This is how everything is placed inside here. However, if you don't understand, if you don't really know it, this is 2 pages on 1 page. This is 2 pages on 1 page. So how I set it up is I go here and I go to File, and I'm going to go to New Document. And I believe this is at, the size for this is going to be 17 by 11, okay? We're going to do 1 page. And then everything at the bottom should still be the same. And then we're going to click create. Sorry, not we're going to do 1 page. We're going to do 2 pages. 2 pages. Okay? Going to click create. And we're going to do 2 pages. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take the back cover and you're going to place it in the middle. Okay? So I'm going to bring this here. Sorry. This is my back cover. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm going to bring this down. And I'm pressing my shift button to make sure that everything is constrained properly. Okay? All right. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to go get your main cover. You're going to go back to place and you're going to go get your main cover. Now see here, what I did is I have it already cut. I cut it down the center. This side is going to go on your right hand side. And then the other one is going to go on your left hand side. So it's going opposite, okay? Layout, page, place. And then this is going to say left. And that's going to go here. Okay? And that's how this is set up. Okay? And that's how that's supposed to be. And then what you do is you're going to take the back and you're going to put the back on there. And that's just the 2 pages like it is. So if you notice, this is here like that. This is 1 page here in the center. This is another page here. And that's how you set it up. However design that you decide to use on the inside of that, you can go from there. You're good to go. Same thing when it comes to this. Just make sure everything is lined up and it's within those red lines. So you see how everything is within the red lines? Make sure all the wording and everything is within that red line. And then when it folds over, it will be folded over onto the cover the proper way. Prayerfully, your printer knows how to print things the correct way. Okay? And then, of course, you save that as well. And then you export it the same exact way I said to do before. So you go back up here, you go to File. You're going to look for Adobe Pdf Presets, High Quality Print. And then you're going to follow the steps on each page. Okay? If you have any questions, please give me a call back.